What if waking up early isn't actually about having more discipline? What if the real secret is hidden inside your brain, your hormones, your body temperature, and a biological clock that has been running since long before alarm clocks existed? Some people wake up naturally before sunrise. Others hear an alarm and feel like their brain is still somewhere in another universe. So what's really happening inside your body when you wake up? And can you actually train yourself to become an early riser? The answer is more fascinating than simply go to bed earlier, because waking up isn't a single event, it's a carefully timed biological process. Every night while you're sleeping, your body is quietly following a schedule. Your temperature changes, hormones fluctuate, brain activity shifts, sleep pressure gradually decreases, and your internal clock keeps track of approximately where you are in the day-night cycle. This system is called the circadian rhythm. It influences sleep and wakefulness, body temperature, hormone timing, metabolism, and many other biological processes. And here's the important part. You don't have to consciously control it. Your body is already keeping time. The question is whether your daily habits are working with that clock or fighting against it. So let's go inside the science of waking up early. Deep inside the brain is a small region called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, often abbreviated as the SCN. Think of it as one of the body's major timing centers. It receives information about light from the eyes and helps coordinate daily biological rhythms. When morning arrives and light reaches your eyes, this system receives a powerful environmental signal. It's daytime. When darkness arrives, the signal changes. This helps your body coordinate its internal schedule with the outside world. That's why light is so important for sleep timing. Your body isn't simply counting hours, it's responding to environmental cues. And one of the strongest cues is something you experience every morning: sunlight. You've probably heard of melatonin. It's often described as the sleep hormone. But the story is more interesting. Melatonin is strongly involved in signaling biological night. As evening approaches and darkness increases, melatonin production typically rises. As morning light arrives, melatonin production is suppressed. So your body gets a changing chemical signal. Night is here. Then, morning has arrived. This is one reason light exposure at the right time can influence your sleep-wake timing. Your bedroom might be dark, but your brain is still receiving information about the world around you. That's why your environment matters. Now comes another important piece. Cortisol has many functions throughout the body. It helps regulate metabolism, immune activity, blood pressure, and the body's response to challenges. Its levels normally follow a daily rhythm, with a rise occurring around the morning period. This helps your body transition toward wakefulness. So when you wake up, you're not simply turning your brain from off to on, your body is changing state. Heart activity adjusts, temperature changes, hormonal signals shift, brain networks become more active. Your body is preparing for the demands of being awake. In other words, morning is a biological transition, not just an alarm sound. Now for the mystery almost everyone understands. The alarm goes off. You open your eyes, and your brain says, absolutely not. This feeling can be related to something called sleep inertia. Sleep inertia is the temporary period of reduced alertness and performance that can occur after waking. It can make you feel groggy, confused, slow, or simply unwilling to get out of bed. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're lazy. Your brain is transitioning between states. The amount of sleep you got, the stage of sleep you woke from, your schedule, and your individual biology can all influence how you feel after waking. So if you're constantly exhausted in the morning, the answer isn't always, I need more motivation. Sometimes your body is telling you, my schedule isn't working. Your circadian clock isn't the only system controlling sleep. There's also something called sleep pressure. Think of it as a biological drive that builds the longer you're awake. One molecule associated with this process is adenosine. As wakefulness continues, adenosine accumulates and contributes to increasing sleepiness. During sleep, that pressure decreases. This creates a second system working alongside your circadian rhythm. One system helps determine when your body expects sleep. The other reflects how much sleep pressure you've accumulated. Together, They help determine when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert. So, waking up early isn't just about setting an earlier alarm. You also need enough sleep to allow your body's systems to work properly. Here's early. For another, it may be much harder. And that's important because waking up early isn't automatically healthier. The bigger goal is a sleep schedule that provides enough sleep and fits your biological and daily needs. If you want to shift your sleep schedule earlier, one of the most useful environmental signals is morning light. Light reaching the eyes helps synchronize the circadian system. Morning light can tell your internal clock, this is the beginning of the day. Over time, consistently receiving light around the same part of the morning can help reinforce a regular schedule. This is one reason spending some time outside during the day can be useful. Artificial indoor lighting is important too, but natural daylight is typically much brighter than ordinary indoor light. Your brain evolved under a world where mornings became bright and nights became dark. Modern life has changed that environment dramatically. We can now stay indoors under artificial light at almost any hour. And our biology hasn't completely forgotten the old schedule. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You can't consistently wake up early if you repeatedly go to bed too late. An early alarm doesn't create more sleep, it simply moves your wake-up time. If bedtime doesn't move with it, sleep duration gets reduced. That's why successful early waking usually begins the night before. A consistent bedtime, a relaxing wind-down routine, a darker sleeping environment, and reducing activities that keep your brain highly engaged right before bed can all help support a regular schedule. The goal isn't to force your body into sleep, it's to create conditions where sleep becomes easier because the best morning routine begins several hours before morning. The internet often makes waking up at 5 a.m. sound like a secret weapon. Wake up early, work out, read, meditate, build your empire before everyone else wakes up. It sounds impressive, but here's the scientific reality. Earlier isn't automatically better. If waking up at 5 a.m. means consistently sleeping too little, the schedule can work against you. Sleep supports learning, memory, emotional regulation, attention, and physical health. So the goal shouldn't be, how early can I wake up? It should be, how can I create a consistent schedule that gives me enough sleep and works with my life? For some people, that might mean 5 a.m. For others, it might mean 7 or 8. The clock doesn't determine your productivity. Your overall sleep and daily routine matter far more. If you want to start waking earlier, don't necessarily try to change everything overnight. Your body clock responds to repeated signals, so consistency matters. Move your schedule gradually if needed. Keep your wake time reasonably consistent. Get daylight in the morning. Create a calmer evening routine. Limit unnecessary late-night stimulation. And most importantly, protect enough time for sleep. The goal is not to defeat your biology, it's to give your biology a predictable schedule. Your brain loves patterns. If you repeatedly give it similar signals at similar times, your internal clock has a better chance of adapting. Eventually, waking earlier can become less of a daily battle. Not because you've discovered superhuman discipline, but because your body has learned the schedule. Waking up early isn't really about the alarm clock. It's about everything happening around it. Light, darkness, hormones, sleep pressure, circadian rhythms, your chronotype, your bedtime, your environment, and your consistency. The people who seem to wake up effortlessly may not have stronger willpower. Their biological schedule may simply be aligned with their routine. And that's an important shift in perspective. Instead of asking, how can I force myself to wake up earlier? Ask, how can I make my body expect the morning? That's a much more powerful question. Tomorrow morning, when your alarm goes off, remember this. Your body isn't waking up because you pressed a button. An entire biological system has been preparing for that moment. Your internal clock has been tracking time. Your hormones are changing. Sleep pressure has fallen. Light is signaling the beginning of a new day. And your brain is gradually switching from sleep to wakefulness. So if you want to wake earlier, don't just fight the alarm. Work with the biology behind it. Go to bed at a time that protects your sleep. Keep your schedule consistent. Expose yourself to morning light, and give your body time to adapt. Because waking up early isn't really about becoming a different person. It's about teaching your body when the day begins. If you enjoyed this science-based exploration of sleep and the human brain, subscribe for more videos about psychology, neuroscience, productivity, and the hidden science behind everyday life. And comment below. Are you naturally an early riser, or does your alarm have to fight for its life every morning?